Hello, I'm Rachel. Welcome to Buffalo and Sparrow Yoga Collective, and also welcome to my happy place. We are going to press the stress release valve in this short practice together, beginning with our breath. So let's find a good seat, comfortable, tall spine, rooted sit bones, and relaxed shoulders. You are welcome to close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. And remember that permissions are all over the place for this class and every class you take with us. So you get to do what you want to do with your body and make the choices you need that take care of yourself the best. So we'll begin by just acknowledging your breath. Just notice where it's at. Some of us keep it in the chest. Some of us are more cognitive and have trained a diaphragmatic breath in the belly. Just notice where your breath is residing right now. And keep a soft jaw. Notice if you have tension anywhere. That'll be the work of this class, to try to release all of that out. And so we'll bring our breath together. Exhale out completely. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll increase by 1 count. Inhale by 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll keep the inhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. In a moment, we'll be doing a lion's breath. And I have a tutorial in the shorts if you want to check out what that is. But it's super simple. Inhale through the nose and you exhale out your mouth with your tongue extended as far as you can, and you make a noise. All right, let's rock over our knees and find tabletop position. We're going to snake a bit into your spine, so moving your hips from side to side, and then eventually let your shoulders come along with that, and maybe even your head. You're getting all parts of the spine moving and warmed up. And then we'll go in some cat-cow motions. So as you breathe in, drop your belly, lift your gaze. As you breathe out, round your spine, chin to chest. 2 more like that. Breathe in and breathe away. Keeping your awareness on your breath and the sensations in your body. Tuck your toes, sit back onto your heels. Sweep your arms all the way up overhead and side bend over to the right. Your left arm is going to sweep all the way up to the side. Take some big circles here. We're just kind of in these warming poses, being aware of where we're holding tightness, where we might be holding our stress. So we all are going to have different places that we hold our stress. Next time your biceps by your ear, cactus your arm and twist open. And then we'll start to kind of thread the twist under your right arm. So that's more of a closed twist. So inhale, open up, cactus your arm, and exhale, drive your hand under your armpit. Do that a few more times. And sometimes I'll hold my stress in my hips, sometimes in my neck and shoulders, my jaw. It kind of changes depending on what's going on and how I've been taking care of myself. Both arms all the way up overhead. Other side, side bend here. Circles in your arm as you get to know this side of your body for a hot second. So just notice how your body's feeling, where you might be holding your stress and tension, so we can cognitively put our awareness there, because where the mind connects, the body wants to find peace and relief and healing. Exhale, bend your elbow and open up into your twist. Stay for your breath in. Exhale, close your twist as you drive that arm under your elbow. Do that a few more times, cactusing open and threading to close that twist. One more time. There we go. We'll come all the way up overhead. Intertwine your fingers, flip your palms to face the ceiling, and shrug your shoulders all the way up next to your ears. Not a typical yoga cue, but we're trying to get side body length here. And then option now to take your heart and your ribs forward and your arms back. Now maybe soften your shoulders a bit. See how that changes the sensation? Engage into your low belly, hug your low ribs in to straighten-ish your spine back out, plant your palms to the earth. Find kneeling or high plank, that choice is yours. And we'll take some push-ups, some chaturanga push-ups. So you come down halfway and then lengthen. Again, your knees can be lifted if you're up for more strength and release. And we'll stay here for several rounds of breath, maybe 6 or 7, but you get to choose how many of these you do. For those of you that hold tension in your chest and your shoulders, this is going to be really warming for that and might help with the release as we move forward throughout class. Just notice if that happens for you or not. If not, we're getting something out, right? Metabolizing the stress out through this movement. One more breath here. Sit back into child's pose as you lengthen out through your arms and stretch what we just worked. So audible exhales are going to help us open up that stress valve. So releasing that stress valve also is going to tone our vagus nerve. Increase our vagal tone is what I was going for, but yeah, it will tone your vagus nerve and stimulate it. So humming or audible exhales can be really helpful for that. Pull into your fingertips, come back into your kneeling plank. Lift your knees into high plank. Hips will go back and up to downward facing dog. Lift and lower your heels, and maybe you start to connect with some length in the back of your legs. Spread your fingertips wide as you firm your finger pads into the earth, and we'll find a little bit of stillness here. And maybe you reach your heart through your biceps so you feel a little opening in your shoulders and in your heart. And we'll bring in 3 rounds of lion's breath. So exhale together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, lion's breath. One more. I want it to be different sounds every time. Reach your right leg all the way up and back. 3-legged dog as you exhale, step it wide of your palms. So we've got both hands to the inside of your leg. Pulse your hips up and down so we can feel into that hip flexor just a bit. Maybe you even rock from side to side or make circles here in your hips. All these choices are yours to make. Good, and then we'll really firm your right arm into your right leg. And I might switch here so that I'm facing you, but you stay as you are. You're welcome to bring a block under your palm, your right palm. So I have freakishly long arms, so a block actually does a disservice to me in this pose. But if you would like to use a block to bring the ground closer, go ahead and place it under that right palm. Spin your back heel down. And now take your left hand, sweep it across your heart and all the way up towards the sky. We've got this depth here in our extended side angle. And keep this engagement of your right arm into your right leg, kind of hugging those in together. That's going to bring stability into the shape. Yeah, and then we'll come into a wide forward fold. Toes turn to the long edge of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, palms face down. Exhale, release. Crown of the head towards the earth. Think about decompressing your spine. Let the weight of your head pull length into your spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands back towards that front foot as you turn your toes with you. And this time we're going to take your right hand and reach it back behind you, kind of snuggling your right shoulder under your right knee or just really compressing it close to the inside of your right knee. Then this left arm is going to slide forward. We reach arms in opposition as we bow our upper body down. And this is a deep pose of engagement, and so move mindfully and carefully and take care of yourself. Close your hands closer together right where we started. Spin your back heel down and walk your hands at the diagonal as you start to lower your heart, warrior dog. So your feet are kind of like warrior one, front heel aligning to your back arch. As many times as you can audibly exhale in this practice, I encourage you to do so. Walk your hands back, now framing your foot. Lower your back knee down and extend into that right leg into half split, the Ardha Hanumanasana. You can point and flex through this foot here if you'd like. Finding a little bit of a release or whatever sensation you connect with, just notice. Good, and then we'll set your hips forward, sweep your arms all the way up, take a hold of your left wrist and side bend over to the right. Breathe. Come all the way back to center, let your hands come down to the earth. We'll find downward facing dog, so we can do that sequence on the other side. Take a couple of breaths, notice the sides of the body, which are never going to be the same, like your eyebrows. Sisters, not twins. Left leg all the way up and back. Breathe in. As you exhale, step to the outside of your left hand. We'll take some pulses of your hips up and down, maybe shift side to side, and or make circles in your hips. Your hips can hold a lot, so move mindfully. Good, and then with or without the block, firm your left hand to the inside of your left foot. And now also firm your arm into your left shin leg-ish, keeping your knee tracking over your ankle. Start to sweep your right arm. I do think we spinned the back heel down, or spun the back heel down. Sweep your right hand all the way across your heart space and up towards the sky. So the long edge of your right foot is facing the same direction or is aligned with the short edge of the back of your mat. Really engage your left shoulder into your right knee. Find that stability there. Good, and then lower this right arm down. Walk your hands at the diagonal. We're going to find warrior dog. Letting your heart settle down, your head release. Strong pose in that left leg. Walk your hands back as you lift your right heel. We'll start to reach now your left hand back behind you towards the back of the mat. Slide your right arm in front. So arms go in opposition as you bow your head. Notice how much strength is required to keep you here. And is this honoring to move towards that strength? Or perhaps practicing self-care and pulling out of the shape is better for you. Walk your hands now all the way to the long edge of your mat. We're going to return to that wide forward fold. Release your head, your neck muscles, and your breath. So I read somewhere that when you just kind of unconsciously, audibly exhale, like when you're cooking dinner or you're at your desk, that is your nervous system releasing itself because you're holding in stuff.
And so sometimes our body just does it for us. Walk your hands to frame your left foot now. Lower your back knee down towards the earth. Swim your arms all the way up. Take a hold of your right wrist. Side bend over to the left. Let my audible exhales be a reminder for you to audibly exhale. Remember, we're releasing the stress valve here. Arms up, hands down. Sit back, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Left toes curl in. Good, and let the sole of your foot come back towards the earth. We'll find downward facing dog and flow through some shapes. So shift forward into high or kneeling plank. Bend into your elbows, either to your belly or halfway chaturanga. Roll your shoulders up into cobra pose, or maybe it's upward facing dog for you. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog, maybe rolling over your toes or coming through kneeling plank first. Good, big breaths. Shift back forward into high plank. Lower down to your knees and lower down to your forearms. Lift your knees away from the earth into forearm plank, engaging into your core. So this is where we hone our focus in and we stay with our breath. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot and stack your right foot on top of your left into side forearm plank. Here you can stagger your feet. You can kickstand your bottom leg. If you want to add a little more strengthening component, you can start to pull knee to elbow. We do that 3 times. Extend and bend. Once more, extend and bend. All the way through center. Other side, we roll to the right edge of your right foot. The right edge. We go to the edge of your right foot into forearm plank. Staggering or kickstanding the bottom leg, whichever feels best in your body. It's adding on if you want. Crunching knee to elbow. Extend on the breath in. Exhale. Extend. Exhale. Extend. Come back to your forearm plank. Sphinx pose. Lower your hips. Lift your gaze and your heart. Roll your shoulders back. Exhale. Hands come to your upper outer ribs. Tuck your toes. Press into kneeling plank. And downward facing dog. We'll take a journey all the way to the top of our mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Fierce pose, also known as fierce pose. I learned from someone that you aren't ever stressed because you are not stressed. So it's not that you are stressed in this moment, it's that you are stressing the moment. And so it's all about mindset and regulation, responding instead of reacting, sacred pause, pulling from the reservoir of our resiliency. As you come up, bring your right leg with you into one-legged Tadasana. Press your foot forward, lengthening into your leg. Bend your knee, hinge at your hips. Step your foot all the way back into high lunge, but we're going to gently lower your knee all the way down. Sweep your arms high, breath in. Exhale, sit back, half split. Good, let the sole of your foot come back towards the earth. Back leg lifts into standing splits. And then we'll slowly bring your hands to your heart. Using your core, bring this right leg forward into one-legged Tadasana. We do that again, press forward. Bend your knee. Kick your foot all the way back. High lunge, breath in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Lower back knee, sit back, half splits. Good. Bend back into your front leg. Lift this right foot off of the ground. Standing splits. Hands to heart. Come all the way up into one-legged mountain and sit into figure four chair. So hips go back and down, rooting down into your left heel. I'll use these audible exhales with you. If you know me, you know 80% of my mornings I wake up with anxiety, which may be part of the reason why I'm shallow breathing. So I'll just say to myself, as I say to you, bring your breath into your belly. Stand up and shake it out. So shaking is a nervous system release. It's a discharge for your nervous system. Also feels freaking good to just shake stuff out. So let's do that. Ooh. Okay, other side. Right leg is firmly planted. Left leg lifts up into one-legged mountain. Hands to your heart. We integrate to center. Kick your leg forward. That one's hard for me. Press up, lift up out of your low back, bend in your leg, and step your foot back. High crescent lunge, arms come all the way up overhead. Use your exhale to plant your palms and lower your back knee down. Sit back into half splits, right toes lift. Sole of the foot meets the earth. Lift your back knee and your foot into standing splits. Hands to heart, very slowly and with control, we come back into your one-legged mountain. To do that again, kick forward. Bend your knee, mindfully step back, high crescent lunge. Breathe in, breathe out, hands to the earth, knee lowers. Exhale, sit back. Continue on with your breath. Sole of the foot to the earth, back knee lifts, back leg lifts, standing splits. Bend your knee, stand up very slowly. Cross your ankle to your knee, figure four chair. Weight into your right heel, fix your gaze. You are not stressed in this moment, you are stressing the moment. Hopefully you're not stressed doing yoga, but like you may have entered into yoga as with a stressed feeling. So we're metabolizing that, hopefully changing that energy into calm, all the way back up. Shake it out again. Maybe you jump a little bit. Sway your arms from side to side. Your arms are like noodles here, and they're just sort of, you're just feeling yourself as your arms touch your side bodies and finding a little bit of a release here as well. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe you take some arm variations here, taking a hold of either elbow or intertwining your hands back behind you. And that one feels really good on my neck and shoulders, but you might do what feels best for you. Where's your breath? Where's the quality of your thoughts? As we remember, our mental landscape does dictate our external landscape. So say nice things, think kind things. Maybe you, for a moment and the rest of the day, believe that the world can be good, and then you'll begin to see all the good. Let your hands come down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to downward facing dog. Shift forward into high plank. Lower either to chaturanga or belly. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet all the way to the back of your space. So you're going to forward fold at the back of your mat, widen your feet. Turn your toes out, sit back down into Malasana squat. Not back down, I think this is our first time here. Into Malasana squat. Open your jaw, shift it from side to side. Release any tension in your jaw. And then find a seat. You can take your hands back behind you for a little more support. For a moment, we'll place your hands on your heart, feel your heartbeat. We'll do some release in your heart and your shoulders and your arms. So sometimes our stress
resides in our upper body, sometimes in our lower body, sometimes in our head. This one will hopefully help flow and fan the energy of the entire body and move it out, and hopefully also start to break away layers of things that we put up that keep us from feeling our lives fully. So we start with cactusing your arms. Your elbows will come forward as your palms fan back, and then we kind of in a wave-like motion pull your palms forward and your elbows back. You're just moving like this, kind of like you're a bird that's in slow motion flapping its wings. Connect with the motion that's happening in your shoulders, in your shoulder blades, in your elbows, in your wrists. And you may choose to keep this slow motion, or you can increase the pace. And then you'll see what I've done here. Instead of keeping my arms out, I'm starting to draw my elbows in so I get closer in towards my heart space. My heart chakra, the energetic center that houses love and compassion and acceptance. Unstruck is anahata translated into English. And then you can go faster if you want. So I would encourage it if your mobility is up for it today to go faster because we'll build more heat. We'll start to manipulate the energy out and change it into good. So we relieve the stress and invite in the calm and the steadiness and the badassery. I got this life. I can do it. So here you just imagine clearing everything. I actually call this motion heart clearing. So just clear heart and mind and soul of all the gunk. Maybe you put on your favorite song when you do this next time. Get it all out. You can sing it loud. We're doing this for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And when we stop, we're going to be in stillness and soak in what we've just created. And 1. Can you feel that peace? It's always there within you. You always have that peace. Sometimes it gets distracted, it gets disguised, it gets wrapped up in other things. But there's a stability in your center that you always have access to. And you get to protect that. So can you feel that calm? And if you can't, can you imagine that it's there? Keep all of that as you make your way to your back. Nice and slow. We'll give your knees a little bit of a squeeze here as we practice ahimsa, non-harming, for our mind, our body, and our soul. It starts with us. It is out of the overflow of our self-love that we can love others. The way we treat others is a direct reflection of the way we treat ourselves. What we say to others is a direct reflection of what we say to ourselves. Keep your right knee hugging in. Extend your left leg out long. Pull your right leg across your chest, across your body, to the other side of your mat, into a twist. Look over your right shoulder. You can cactus out or T the right arm, your right arm. And then breathe here. Your torso is a little bit constricted in a twist, but you might also still try to encourage that depth of breath into your abdominals so we can get that breath of massage into your vital organs. And I know it's overused, but because this is a stress release valve class and we're in a twist, like just wring it all out. What else needs to come out so that you can more effectively and fully live the day that you're in, the moment that you're in, so you're not being pulled away or bogged down by the stressors that enter into your spheres. You recognize it as a stressor and you choose not to be stressed. You choose something different. You connect with your center. Come all the way back. Switch your legs. Left leg hugs in, right leg out long. Pull this across your body, this as in your left leg. Find your twist on the other side as you look over your left shoulder now. And again, just encouraging that depth of breath and the imagery of just releasing and softening around the grip of stress. We don't have to say yes to that vibration of stress, actually. We don't. We have more control than we think we do. You are stronger than you know, braver than you think, and fiercer than you believe. Yes, you are. It's true. Maybe you're furrowing your brow right now or doing something that is holding stress. Can you just soften? Come all the way back to center. Give yourself one more squeeze and see if there's any other shapes your body is aching for. Please do take them. If that's the case, you might want a happy baby or legs up or something else. But when you're ready, we'll settle into a pose of rest, Shavasana. That can look however it needs to look in your body, on your side, on your belly, seated, or traditionally on your back. But do make sure that you're not efforting. So there is a sense of just, I can just be here and not effort. Like, oh, how nice to be in a moment without efforting. Without adulting is what came to mind. I don't want to adult right now. Just let me be a starfish. And I'll leave space and time here for Shavasana. I will close the container together. So if you want to take Shavasana with me, I can close out class together in just a few minutes. Gather in a bigger breath as you also gather your awareness back to your body and your breath. Move into fingers, toes, wrists and ankles. Bring your knees in close. Rock over to one side, get small. Name something here that you're grateful for.
Gratitude shifts your perspective, your experience, your energy. You're less stressed when you're more grateful. Press
Yourself up to a seat. And maybe you have your eyes closed or a soft gaze, but gather your palms together at your heart. We'll exhale out together. Breathe in for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release out your mouth. Bring your chin close towards your heart space as you acknowledge all you've moved through and all you've softened towards. And as you move through the rest of your day, your week, whatever you have ahead of you. May you do so mindfully, reminding yourself of your centerpiece that is yours to protect, that nobody else can touch. You get to come back to that. You have more control than you think. It's been my honor and my joy to be with each of you today. Thank you for practicing. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. I appreciate you taking care of yourself, because that means you are also taking care of those around you, because I believe in energy shifts and the contagion of energy. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love for you to subscribe to my channel so you always get the new releases, which come out a couple times a week. If you would like to be a member of Patreon, you can get full-length videos, pre-recorded and live, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.